Vaughan for Sam Sports Report. Let's do the Kansas City Chiefs Sunday. The Kansas City Chiefs played the Jacksonville Jaguars. A 3-and-out to start for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I didn't even remember it. I just wrote Chiefs had the ball first. Chiefs got the ball in the first drive. 8-yard pass to Travis Kelce and touchdown Kansas City. Jaguars responded with a touchdown of their own. A field goal by the Chiefs, but it took a Patrick Mahomes hobble ankle. He stayed in for that drive. Then they took him out. They took him to the locker room. Luckily, they decided that Patrick Mahomes had nothing serious before they would go to Chad Henne, who came up with a 97-yard for a touchdown on one drive. The Chiefs went 97 yards on one drive with Chad Henne as their quarterback. Travis Kelce would conclude the drive with the touchdown, 17-7, but it wasn't looking great for Mahomes and the Chiefs because Mahomes was hobbling around. But by the second half, Mahomes was hopping up and down to start the second half. He looked a little hobbled on the first drive. He wasn't great hopping around to start. The second half, he looked a little hobbled on the first 4 drives. But he looked much better after 4 punts and then a field goal by the Chiefs. Touchdown by the Jags to bring it within 3 at 20-17. The Chiefs would respond with a touchdown of their own. Marquez Valdes-Scantling touchdown, 27-17 Chiefs. The Chiefs tackled L'Jarius Sneed, fumbled, and the Chiefs would force a fumble, and the Chiefs recovered by Nick Bolton. The Jags coming down after a drive after the Chiefs punted, but Justin Watson would get a turnover that was caused late in the game. This was maybe the difference, or maybe the fumble was the difference, but besides the case, forcing those turnovers was key. The Chiefs would punt. The Jaguars would then get a field goal with 25 seconds left. They tried an onside kick, but that was no recovery for the Chiefs. That was the recovery for the Chiefs by Sky Moore. And the Chiefs win 27-20. Patrick Mahomes has 3 touchdowns, 12. Isaiah Pacheco has 12 rushes for 95. Travis Kelce goes 14 catches for 98 yards. On the other side, Travis Etienne Jr. had 62 yards on the ground, 10 carries for Zay Jones, 82 through the air. That was all through the air. 27-20 was your final. The Eagles beat the Giants. Eagles scored 28 consecutive in the first half, and the first half was over. The Giants got one of their late scores, was 28-7, beat the Giants. Eagles scored 28 consecutive points, and by halftime it was 28-0. Then by the end of the game it was 38-7. This is a good weekend if you love your quarterbacks for a game. Joe Burrow against Josh Allen. Bengals do have an offensive issues with 3 starting offensive linemen out. The Bills didn't have exactly rushing the passer last week against Miami, although the Bengals offense struggled against the Ravens in last week's playoff game. Into that, Joe Burrow struggles against the AFC North teams, but every other team. The AFC North teams have been dominating everyone else but Joe Burrow. Josh Allen has struggled this year. It is not his weakest point is a turnover machine. This year he has thrown 16 interceptions. Kick time is at 2, 28-25. Bills, my final pick. Perhaps the matchup of the day, although I keep calling them the matchup of the day. That would be the 49ers and Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys will look for multiple playoff wins the first time since 1995, 2019. The 49ers are 14-4, who won the NFC West, are having the best season since 2019, and reached the Super Bowl to the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs won 31-20. The 49ers and Cowboys spread is favored by 4 San Francisco. The San Francisco 49ers are 5-0 against the spread last 5 divisional playoff games. The 49ers and Cowboys are playing their final game of the day. 5:30. San Francisco is favored by 5. Championship day to come. On to college basketball in yesterday's combo. TCU dominated Kansas, surprising as it is. At half, TCU led by 10. The final score was 83-60 in Lawrence, their first blowout in a while. Although that kind of happened in last year's, I believe. But not much. It's not happened much in Bill Self's career or just in Allen Fieldhouse. It has not happened very much. Jalen Wilson grabbed 30 points. Shada Wilson for TCU got 17. It was a blowout out in Fieldhouse. They blew the barn doors off of them. As we said, they won 83-60. Kansas plays Baylor Monday. Kansas State beats Texas Tech. Tech led Kansas State 33-28. The Cats had scored them 40-25 in the second half. Marquise Noel had 23 and 8 boards. Kansas State is now 17-2 in overall and 6-1 in the Big 12 play. Kansas is in first place for right now in the Big 12 Conference. Kansas State at number 12 expect them to move up. They will play Iowa State, who lost a close one, 61-59. As of right now, the Iowa State at 12 and Kansas State at 13, but expect Kansas State to go zoop. The game is Tuesday, 8 o'clock, ESPNU. Mizzou has a blowout. Kobe Brown didn't play. The best game wasn't out there for Missouri. Kobe Brown can be the best player on the team if he's not in foul trouble. 85-64, Mizzou. At Ole Miss, Mizzou is 3-4. Ole Miss is 1-6 in SEC play. Host Tuesday. Ole Miss is 9-10 overall. Meanwhile, Mizzou is 14-5. This is Sam Vaughan for Sam Sports Report. Talk about a few things right here. All right. We like that, right? All right. Don't go looking for that name because it's not the name of my YouTube channel anymore. But we're going to have it ready for you. So go check it out. And I need more followers. Kevin, if the girls don't know how to follow me, then tell them how to follow me. That's it. Have a good afternoon. This is Sam Vaughan for Sam Sports. So what do you think they do with Trey Lance?
Jimmy G was on a 1-year deal.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And Trey Lance, I don't know when he's going to be back, but I would guess he's going to come in and be the number 1 quarterback because they picked him number 2 overall, and they're going to give him as many chances to succeed as possible.
What would they do with the Doc Party? Just bring backup role?
Go back to backup role.
I don't know, man. He hasn't really played, but.
Oh, Trey Lance?
Yeah.
Yeah, he only played they played it at Monsoon in Chicago, and I think the next game he got hurt. Yes.
Okay, we got one more game to go, and you know who it is. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Your Dallas Cowboys
are going to win.
Is that it?
Are going to win.
They're gonna beat the.
And me having had some heart issues of my own, it just been kind of staying away from it for a bit. Like a week between the Super Bowl and a week between the conference championship games and the Super Bowl, as opposed to the 2 weeks. That would allow them to push everything back a week so they could finish that game out, and maybe even start it from 0-0. And that way, that would have seemed the most fair, because now Now the AFC Championship game could end up being played in Atlanta.